Hey my sweet friends, today is episode 5 of A Happy Sister Makes a Healthy Earth. And today I want to talk to you about minimalism. So what is minimalism? Minimalism is when you just buy stuff you need and you don't own a lot of things. Me and my husband, I think it's 2 years ago now, we decided to sell all our stuff and so we could be able to travel the world. And I must say it's been one of the most liberating things in the world to just sell everything you don't need anymore and be free of all that baggage and be able then to travel and do whatever you want. But not only that, that you get money out of when you sell your stuff, you also see everything you have in your closet you don't need anymore. You really realize how much shit you own and how much of that shit just been laying around with no use whatsoever. I think many of us, or I used to do that, I would go out and buy something and it will actually make me happy for a little while. So minimalism is not just about living minimalistic and just have a few things, it's also about the environment. We have to buy less things because the Mother Earth cannot take the way we overconsume anymore. Maybe you cannot see it here when in Europe or stuff like that, but all the stuff you buy is produced in Asia, in the third world countries, and their water is polluted because of our clothing. Children are still working to get your shoes done and stuff like that. So becoming minimalistic is not just about an easy lifestyle and having more money on your bank account because of that. It's also a thing you do for the environment. And another thing you really have to think about is like, why are you buying all this stuff? If you want something different from your life, if you want to travel the world, or if you want to afford something bigger, why are you buying all this small stuff you don't need? And most of us, we buy it because we think it brings us happiness, and it does for like maybe 2 or 3 days. We come home with this new shirt or something like that, and we're really happy. If we feel happy and we look good in it, and then the happiness disappears again. So we're coming home with the stuff and we are just happy for a short period of time, and then what's happened, we want more and more and more, and we go out and buy again some stuff because we actually like that little happiness we got out of this little when we bought something, and we want that feeling back. So we're going out and buying more and more and more, and it then never takes an end because the hole gets bigger and bigger and we get more and more unhappy, so we're buying more and more shit. So yeah, go out there and find your happiness somewhere else than out in the shopping malls. So become aware of why you are buying the stuff in the first place. Is it because it makes you happy? Then you really have to rethink your life and figuring out what brings you true happiness, and happiness that is lasting you for a time. It like happiness that come when you're together with people you love, or happiness that comes when you do stuff you love, like for instance go running in the forest, or you're traveling, or you dancing, or you are creating art or reading books or whatever. That is where true happiness comes from. And just being alone with yourself and meditate and doing yoga, this is where the happiness comes from, and not when you buy the newest iPhone or iPad or whatever, or buy new clothes. It's just a short period of time you are happy. The same, and so really become aware of why you're gonna buy this next item. Do you really need it? Really? Do you need it? And go into your closet. I want you to go into your closet. I've been guilty on all this stuff too, so I'm not blaming you here, something like that. But go into a closet and see if you have some clothing with price tags on, or go in and see there how much clothing you actually have that you don't use. And be honest with me, comment down below and tell me about it. And yeah, so if you want to create a lifestyle where you're traveling, or you're doing something differently, or you want to afford to, I don't know, have a massage every month or do something good for yourself instead, then really look around in your apartment. Or the worst thing for me back then was products I used for my hair. Oh, so much money I used on that. So now I stopped washing it. I will bring that up in a new episode. Yeah, I think so. Minimalism changed me and Jens's life tremendously. I love that we don't have a lot of stuff anymore. Just have some clothing, our computers, a bed, and our bicycles, but it's not just not having those things. It's also that when we go out and shop now, we buy quality stuff first of all, and we buy if we really just need something. Sometimes we also can kind of get this feeling when we're out and about and looking at shops. Oh, I want to buy this and that. But the awesome thing now is like we recognize that feeling and don't react on it, and we just say to ourselves, do we really need it? And then we look at each other and say, no, we rather want to spend our money on something that really brings us joy. So I hope that all makes sense for today. Let me know how much stuff you have at home you never use. And yeah, start selling it out and see how much money you get out of it. Maybe it's the next holiday trip. It's just in your closet. Any questions, sister? Let me know. The comments down below. I love you so much. See you tomorrow. Bye.